From the Crest Center on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay, it's time for men's college basketball. Today, the Phoenix celebrate Senior Day and look to complete a sweep over Northern Kentucky. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast. Alongside Cordero Barkley, I'm Ted Stefaniak. It is Senior Day here, a special day on campus to be sure. We've got a couple of seniors on the roster, including Josh Jefferson, who's coming off a great game yesterday.
He had a monster game getting the start yesterday. 27 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and the win.
PJ Pipes did not play in that game yesterday, but 122 games in a Phoenix uniform over the years. He's been a good one.
He's an old man now, but just joined the 1,000-point club for the Phoenix, the 36th player to do so. Missed yesterday, but look for him to contribute today in a meaningful way.
Without a doubt. And a little love here for our student assistant on the team, Carl Semerel.
Yeah, you got to show some love. He's been here through the Link Darner era, one of the hardest working people that I see in the space. Look for him to have a solid coaching career as he moves forward as well.
So congratulations to all those seniors. And, of course, we got a big game here today. Green Bay has been very successful on this court, including yesterday where they knocked off Northern Kentucky. That snapped a 6-game win streak for the Norse, although Bryson Langdon had a big game yesterday.
He had a monster game as well. 22 points, 4 rebounds, but he really hit some big shots down the stretch, set his teammates up throughout the game for put them in really good spots. So look for him to be aggressive out the gate here. He likes playing Green Bay, had 22 points in the last outing versus Green Bay.
We'll take a look at the standings heading into this one with Wright State, Cleveland State at the very top. Northern Kentucky dropped a spot in the standings to number 4. Green Bay moved up a spot, now tied for 8th place. But you take a look at the seedings, and this is what matters the most, CB, heading in.
It's the only thing that matters.
To the postseason tournament in the Horizon League, the seeds. Now, this was updated last weekend. It'll be updated again after tonight's games around the league. But this weekend, it was Northern Kentucky that came in at the 4 seed, Green Bay at the 7th seed. So a win today for Green Bay would help keep them stay in that position, I would imagine. Who knows about the formula? It could even boost them a little bit.
Potentially, right? So in the words of the late, great Bernie Mac, there could be some furniture moving. There's be some people moving around here as you see the rest of the weekend shake out. There's been some key wins, some key losses. And so, yeah, I think, again, you want to play hot and stay hot heading into the tournament.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the starters for the Green Bay Phoenix, led by head coach Will Ryan in his first season. And Coach Ryan has had a little success on this court so far.
No, they've been playing well at home. I mean, obviously they've won 5 out of the last 6, so they look to keep that rolling as well.
Take a look at the starters for the Phoenix. Josh Jefferson starting alongside Amari Davis. PJ Pipes is back in the starting lineup, didn't play yesterday. Terrence Thompson and Manny Ansong in the starting lineup for the Phoenix. And, you know, we saw 4 different players have different career highs yesterday, including Josh Jefferson. Japana Kellogg had a rebounding high. Manny Ansong, a career high in points. So it was a big day for the Phoenix.
No, well, with Pipes out, everybody stepped up, and you like to see that. You know, you talk about this team's close-knitness. You know, step up on the senior weekend and make sure you get your guy a win when he's out. Humongous effort. You talk about Manny stepping up with 24 points, just high energy. And you see Jefferson in the starting lineup today after his big performance of 27 points.
Darren Horn is the head coach at Northern Kentucky in his second season as the head coach for the Norse. Take a look at his starting 5. Adam Alida starting along with Marquis Warwick, Adrian Nelson, Bryson Langdon, who we talked about in the pregame show, as well as Trayvon Faulkner. There's a lot of firepower in this lineup. When you look at a guy like Warwick, a guy like Faulkner, and of course Nelson is just a monster on the boards.
Well, Nelson had 16 rebounds yesterday, and Warwick as a freshman really started off cold, had a tough first half, ended up with 16 hitting his average, including about 10 points down the stretch under 4 minutes. So look for Faulkner to be aggressive here early, trying to assert himself. But I do think this game will have a lot of scoring today.
Yeah, this game, the matchup yesterday went into overtime before the Phoenix won 86-82. We take a look at CB's Keys to the Game, brought to you by Pepsi Cola.
Well, points in the paint. So you saw Northern Kentucky make a concerted effort to get the ball inside. They had 38 points in the paint compared to Green Bay's 30. And the X factor for me is Faulkner today. So if he plays well, the Norse are tough to beat. If the Phoenix can limit his opportunities like they did yesterday, favor Phoenix. And then finishing strong. So we're talking about the end of the season here. Both teams, obviously the Norse looking for a split, Phoenix looking for a sweep, but more importantly, looking to make some jumps in the Horizon League seeding.
Our officials today, Steve Honecke, John Washoe, and Dan Dorian. Same crew we had yesterday, same two teams as we had yesterday. Who knows, maybe we'll have another overtime game tonight. That was a fun one yesterday. One of the disappointing, not the disappointing things, but one of the things we didn't like to see yesterday, a lot of ankles rolled in that game. Paul Joko not available today. He showed up in a boot and is sitting on the bench and not available today.
No, we saw 3 of them, right? And so Jefferson, Faulkner, and then Joko. Obviously Faulkner and Jefferson, again, those guys come from the skinny ankle crew. I relate to that. Joko, a little bit different ankle build, similar to yourself. Longer recovery time, hence the boot. So hopefully everybody's good today that is able to play, and we wish Joko gets back healthy quicker than most.
Absolutely, and everybody stay healthy out there today. All right, we are underway. It is Northern Kentucky wearing the dark uniforms, Green Bay in the white uniforms. Inside, great pass, and Nelson off to a quick start, 2-0 Norse.
And we can't, I feel like I'm going to repeat myself on yesterday. The side pick and ball screen, that pick and roll scenario, literally killed Green Bay as they turned it over here. Jefferson a little high on his pass. And so I'm not surprised to see the Norse come out right away and get right into that.
Nelson ended up with a double-double yesterday, the 12 points, 16 rebounds.
They missed him in OT.
Yeah, he had fouled out late in the fourth. And he's one of the top offensive rebounders in the nation, top 30 in the nation. Faulkner working off a screen from Nelson. And Alita missed the shot. Pipes tracks it down. Good to see PJ on the court today. That pass from Amari Davis.
Now Faulkner in his first cut of the game, he looked a little like he was still lingering, like that ankle was still lingering. But what happens, Ted, you know this, right? A couple possessions in, it starts to loosen up, get warmed up, then you have halftime, and it tightens back up, then you get loose again. And so it looked pretty loose on that deflection there out of bounds.
You know, it always fixes an ankle, a limping ankle, better than aspirin is get the basketball in your hands.
It's a little bit. You get you a bucket. You definitely feel a lot better. And Thompson trying to go through Nelson, not able to finish. Norse with a lot of energy on the bench.
Or cut off by Jefferson from the corner. Alita with the miss.
Yeah, good quality look though. I like the look. Ward going across. And again, you see Northern Kentucky in this extended zone 2-3. Now, will they make the adjustment today? Green Bay went to quite a bit of overload and got wide open looks down the stretch, would kind of stretch that lead out heading into that end of the half. So can they make that adjustment with the overnight?
3 seconds on the shot clock. Jefferson with a floater and count it.
Great awareness by Jefferson, right? Uses the shot fake to lift the defender. Nice little floater before the rotation comes.
Faulkner, a little step back. Manny right there to challenge. Offensive rebound by Alita.
Yeah, great crash by Alita.
This time Nelson through the leg, sets another screen, little pick and roll. Missed him again. Here's the 3 from Warwick. And Manny comes away with it.
Yeah, great control tip by Thompson to Ansong.
Manny with 9 rebounds yesterday to go along with a career high 24 points. His previous high was 23. He was playing in Division II Wheeling last year. Josh stepped on the line, so that's another turnover for Green Bay.
That's two, Jefferson, kind of two weird turnovers there. No awareness of where you're on the floor. Steps out of bounds. It's not like we're playing on the NBA line where it's extended another foot or so back on that corner.
Well, maybe the senior thinking pro ball next year.
Long game, right there. It's chess, it's not checkers. Oh, nice move by Warwick, just not able to finish.
Davis in the open court, pull-up jumper from 15, rims off.
Oh, and that's his game all day. Now, he had Ansong on the backdoor cut if you saw it. And there goes that man.
Trayvon Faulkner, 11 points yesterday.
It was hard, though. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Nothing was easy for him yesterday.
Again, turned his ankle a couple of times, able to make it through the rest of the game, but you just wonder what the longer lasting effects will be as this game moves along.
It was good right now. Even I'm like looking really good right now. What ankle?
5 points for Trayvon Faulkner.
Faulkner ain't trying to hear nothing we talking about up here. What ankle, Teddy?
Like I said, when you have the basketball in your hands, it feels a whole lot better.
And we talked about this yesterday too. Sometimes the Norse have an inability to rebound out of this zone, and you're not going to take it from Thompson. Get your hand out that cookie jar.
Drop off to Manny Ansong. Great pass, two-handed flush for Manny.
Jefferson doing a great job getting into the heart of that defense, kind of drawing the defense, pitches it down to Ansong, and Ansong, top floor of the elevator, right?
He just floats. It's effortless.
I like that call. Good call.
Couple of bodies there. Who are they going to get?
They got Thompson.
Thompson on the foul. And we've got our first media timeout on the floor. Northern Kentucky with a 3-point lead, but Manny Ansong with a little spark for the Phoenix. Couple of seniors on the floor on senior day, including Josh Jefferson, off to a quick start.
Oh, yeah, and he's been outstanding. This season, he's been, he's kind of throwing the microwave, right? He can just produce points. And what I appreciate about him, he's a natural scorer, right? So he had 27 yesterday, to 9 rebounds, 6 assists, averaging almost 15 points per game now on the season. But he makes the right play off the dribble like 97% of the time. Like, he always is looking for his teammates as well. He's not a selfish scorer. And so shout out to Josh Jefferson. He's been a great addition to the program. And looking forward to seeing what he's got left in this tank for this game and the rest of the season.
Yeah, it would have been fun to see him over a couple of seasons. This is his only season with the Phoenix. Was with them last year as a transfer, senior transfer out of New Albany, Indiana is his hometown, but transferred from Illinois State. Sat out last year, so he actually sat out 628 days between games before he played a game this year. And, I mean, certainly didn't seem to miss a step when he came back.
At all. And talking about missing a step. So, again.
Faulkner.
What ankle, Ted?
7 points.
Don't care about the ankle.
I think we're done talking about the ankle.
We're not worried about that.
Well, Faulkner averages 17 points a game.
He's well on his way right now.
Jefferson.
Right on cue.
His second bucket of the game, up to 5 points.
Always a good thing when the players make us look good. Talk about them, they come out and produce.
The reverse jinx.
We got Stieber in the lineup here now too, as well as Kellogg. So, two guys that were hyper productive yesterday. Stieber normally starts and runs a lot of point guard for the Phoenix.
Faulkner missed the floater.
I was going to say, if Faulkner hit that, he's in one of those modes.
Yeah, look. Manny touched it last as it went out of bounds.
Let's get the shot clock reset to 20 here.
You mentioned Stieber getting the starts most of this season.
And this is where bully ball, throw it on the block. Saw Faulkner trying to get after it on the block yesterday, and my goodness, Warwick. I'm like, extend and finish that left, comes back to the right hand, still puts it in. It's tough.
It's a big game for Northern Kentucky. They had a 6-game win streak snapped yesterday. So trying to keep pace in the standings and try to improve your seed as we go along here. Next weekend's the last regular season weekend in the Horizon League. It's Jefferson with a great backdoor cut. Stieber hit him.
Great cut, great find. High basketball IQ again, sneaking behind the bottom of that zone. Jefferson is so skilled at that. Did it yesterday too. And when you got Stieber in the
Japan Kellogg shaking up a bit.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened. You see the dime here. Like the old school AT&T Sprint commercials, dropping dimes. Either way, though. So one thing you lose when Stieber's on the court, he's not a guard that's going to punch gaps and penetrate the zone, but at 6'3", 6'4", you can see over the top of the zone. So you get a lot more skip passes, a lot more of those type of looks when he's at the PG. It just adds a different dimension to the team. It's not a good or a bad thing. It's just different.
They ended up giving Adrian Nelson a foul on that last play. Nelson, who fouled out yesterday, picks up his first foul of the day. Northern Kentucky with a 2-point lead in the ball. 13 to play in this first half. Warwick challenged by Amari Davis. Missed the shot. Stieber comes away with a rebound. Outlet.
Oh, great pass.
And Amari Davis on the other end. I don't know how Stieber made that get all the way through. It just threaded the needle.
That pass is an inch lower, and Warwick gets a deflection instead of Amari Davis leaking out for two. It's a great look. Way to have your head and eyes up on the initial catch.
An inch. I think if Warwick doesn't cut his fingernails today, he's got that one.
Oh, and great steal. Stieber with the deflection.
There's Josh. Had a good look. And a clear by David Bam.
Now, Ted, we already see it here early in this game. The officials are going to let the guys play. They're not going to be calling that tic-tac stuff.
I think the players like that for the most part.
Oh, we love it as a, I mean, it's a conference game.
Timeout on the floor, and we're knotted at 11 apiece.
And when you're stringing the needle, Stieber to Davis, easy two.
It's always out there. The horizon. A reminder that our greatest goals are rarely attained. And as soon as you reach one, another emerges. But every day we rise and work harder, dig deeper, ask one more question, take one more shot in relentless pursuit of our horizon.
True colors show in times of darkness, when we're on the edge of the unknown.
What are the true colors of UW Green Bay?
And what do they look like now? If colors have character,
What would we describe ourselves as?
bold,
Innovative.
tenacious,
It's time to show the world.
who we are.
What we're made of and where we are going.
Let's light a fire and rise.
And rise.
And rise.
And rise.
More than 70 years ago, we at Festival Foods began serving this proud state, building strong relationships founded on trust, compassion, and our unwavering commitment to ensuring that you and your family feel at home every time you visit Festival Foods. It's times like these that remind us that family and home are what truly matter most. So we're using this moment just to let you know that Festival Foods is here for you, because family always looks after family. Be safe, Wisconsin.
Back at the Crest Center on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay. Day two between Northern Kentucky and Green Bay. We're knotted at 11. Ted Stefaniak, Cordero Barkley with you for this one. Phoenix shooting just over 45% from the field overall. And Northern Kentucky shooting about 36% from the field. Not very many turnovers in this one.
It was a pretty clean game yesterday, too.
Yeah.
20 total turnovers between the two teams, if I'm not mistaken.
So two evenly matched teams, as we saw yesterday. It went into overtime, decided in the final moments.
Yeah.
Some drama at the free throw line.
Be like that. You know.
Overall, the Phoenix shot 81% from the free throw line yesterday. Made 9 3-pointers. We saw Northern Kentucky knock down 8 3-pointers, shooting 47% from the field. Now, this Northern Kentucky team can certainly light it up from the outside. Last Friday, a week ago Friday, when they were at Milwaukee, they had 18 3-pointers against the Panthers.
That's a lot of 3-point field goals made. 18 of them things?
Phoenix held them to 8 yesterday. Kellogg kicks it to PJ.
That's a great
Makes
extra
pass to Stieber and couldn't finish it.
Good basketball, though. More times than not, you're rewarded over the longevity of a game for that type of basketball movement.
Langdon.
Speaking of good movement, though, so this ball screen action just creates so many rotations for the Phoenix. Ward got called for a carry as he lost the dribble. And Coach Horn told him, hey, man, use the screen, turn the corner, get downhill. And he ain't wrong.
Each team with 2 turnovers in this one.
And my thing with Ward, when you're capable, you can't wait, right? So like yesterday, waited till the last 3 when it was kind of go time. He had to go. Had that same effort throughout the course of the game. Put that pressure on this Phoenix defense. Like kind of a runaway candidate for freshman of the year in the league, in my opinion. He's got a shot. Oh, and
Kellogg.
Nice.
First bucket of the game. Good strong move by the redshirt freshman. Right back the other way. Don't blink, because here comes Warwick.
Yeah, so are we hooked up to the sound system here inside the Crest Center? I mean, you think you can hear the broadcast?
More or less. When there are no fans here, they can pretty much hear everything we're saying.
Yeah, let me be careful then. He might slide up here after the game on me. Let me simmer down a little bit on the broadcast booth. I don't want no smoke. It's a great finish, though, in transition. House glass, soft touch.
I'll work on your golf game announcing.
Now, I learned how to whisper on a helicopter, Ted. They call me Chopper during the summer now, so.
So Nelson back in. Langdon brings it across the timeline. Had the 22-point game yesterday. Still looking for his first points of the day.
Langdon got away with a walk there. And, man, talking about some bully ball.
Trey Robinson.
He went through his chest.
It's Robinson, a freshman off the bench. 6 points, 3 rebounds yesterday, but certainly played a huge role in that game. Numbers don't indicate how well he played yesterday.
No, he was solid. Great spark off the bench.
Stieber works off the screen and knocks it down from 16.
Stieber, and even in high school, always had a mid-range game, but his level of comfort shooting that off the screen now in college, didn't start the season with that confidence. Now he's been knocking them down contested and uncontested.
Langdon with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Drop to
Stieber.
Nelson had his shot blocked by Stieber. We'll get a push on Nelson, and that's going to be his second foul.
Oh, man. Alita tried to take it for him. The ref did not fall for it. Stieber getting it done on both ends, though. You see the pull up there. Then get the rotation. Big fella, you got to keep it high. The little fellas like to reach low and get those steals, so they may count that one as a block.
Yeah, I think you have to count that one as a block. He had gathered for the dunk.
Oh, man, a turnover on special teams. Oh, okay. Hold on now.
Faulkner to Robinson. Like they've done that before.
I mean, I had a way to bring some energy into the gym on the road, right? Fire Lob City.
Robinson with his first points of the game. Faulkner finding a way to contribute in all different ways.
And the ball has never touched the inside of the paint, and that's the shot you end up with when you try to force it in that scenario. You just can't pass it around the wing. Great defense from the Norse.
Well, PJ had to get that shot up. There was about 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Didn't have a choice.
Alita tries the three. That is well short. Caught somebody's foot, but not a kick. Here's Langdon.
And Langdon off to a slow start compared to yesterday. Now, it's not like he's, a massive scorer every game. For whatever reason, he's been a Phoenix killer, though, in his career. So just kind of come to expect that he's going to play well.
22 is his number against the Phoenix the last couple of outings. Davis.
And that's his spot. You let him turn, catch, and shoot from that 15 to 17-foot range uncontested. It's an 80+% chance that shot's going in for Davis.
Davis with 12 points yesterday. Leading scorer, 17.4 points per game. Robinson. Got some free throws coming up. We'll shoot those when we come back from the break.
Lob me up, throw it down. Faulkner to Robinson.
Well, we haven't decided anything yet. 17-17, 7:23 remaining in the first half, and neither team is, it seems like Northern Kentucky has had the momentum a few times, and Green Bay has just found a way to catch up.
Yeah, it's almost like they like each other, right? And keep the game this close. I mean, it's you got two teams battling here, and yeah, I agree. Like Northern Kentucky came out swinging, Green Bay battled back. It was the same thing yesterday, right? So Green Bay came out swinging yesterday, battle back. So it's two teams. You could tell each game means a lot. Two well-coached teams, and two teams again looking to etch out some more space as they head into conference play and the seeding.
Some close games against these two. Who knows? Maybe they see each other again in the Horizon League tournament.
Well, I'm like the Norse are so comfortable in those games. So you look, the Norse. I thought yesterday I said they had 12 games under 7 points, and a number of those games were, 5 points or less. They've won some, they've lost some. The men on Green Bay, man, they've had a number of close games, win and loss, and and this is a COVID issue, and Coach Horn's having a fit about it. But welcome to COVID basketball. So the subs check in across the court, and the
after
benches,
a made free throw,
and the bench is so close to where they check in. I think it just blends in when the player's bending down. So they're yelling for a sub, And the refs are like, we missed it. It's COVID. It happens.
that's Ansong with the bucket. And they were looking. The bench was looking over at the scorer's table, but that's also on the officials.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And things are different this year. I mean, it is what it is. Nice move.
Faulkner again.
Now, I had him as an X factor, right, Ted?
Yeah.
CB's keys to the game.
You went out on a ledger with that one.
I mean, way out. And it's fourth person when you use yourself by nickname, too. That's third person to be my government name. CB's, I represent myself that way as fourth person. Faulkner balling like he's in fourth person. We call him the Incredible Falk. He's balling out right now.
Feeling it on the outside, through the legs, working off a pick from Hoopman. Darius Harding.
And they are just, some pack principles, forcing middle, letting right-hand drivers, though, get straight down the middle of the paint to the heart of the defense. And Harding off glass, they're able to get to his spot, elevate. Nice, strong finish.
A couple of points for him. Did not play yesterday. Colin Schaefer did play yesterday, had a career high. The freshman with 8 points. Here's Warwick slicing through the defense.
Boy, mixtape shouty. Nice left to right crossover, high off glass finish again. And we talked about the ebbs and flows of the game, Ted.
The Norse on a 6-0 run.
They got it rolling right now.
There's Thompson. Kicks it back outside. Phoenix looking for an answer here. Jefferson in traffic will shoot some free throws.
Yeah, that was nice. Split that ball screen. So they set a ball screen on the top of the zone, which they didn't do a lot of yesterday. I wish they would have done a little bit more. It's able to split. You got some ball clean, and you got some body as well, so I like the call.
Yeah, he had 3 guys around him. Somebody got him.
Somebody probably got him. It's safe to say.
Jefferson at the free throw line. A big day yesterday at the line, hitting 11 of 12 free throws.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it was all right.
It's not bad.
It's a 27-point game yesterday. The senior in his last regular season home game here at the Cress. Gets the Phoenix a little closer. Langdon behind the back, Pipes didn't fall for it.
Oh, and Langdon should have jumped and shot that ball. He would have got that foul.
Into Hoopman. Manny disrupted.
Yeah, that was a great job going vertical there without fouling.
Under 5 to play in this first half. Jem Kirchemon at the high post, sets the screen for PJ. PJ open for the 3 and buries it. First points of the game for senior PJ Pipes.
Great patience working behind the ball screen at the top of the zone, though. Started off with a shot fake into a jab to shift the defender. And used the ball screen by Kirchman and bounced behind it for a good look. And Faulkner's in this spot right here. This gets that high post 15 feet.
No look pass to Hoopman, who's fouled. It was a beautiful pass.
That was a nice dime. And Hoopman still is growing. You could just tell he's growing into that body, adding strength. He'll be finishing those with dunks in a couple of years here.
PJ working off the screen for the last 3-pointer he hit. So Noah Hoopman, 7'1", freshman out of Union, Kentucky. Had a couple minutes yesterday.
Yeah.
Can't teach height.
No, you can't. Not 7'1". And it's great, like, while you're playing. I just warn you, Ted, you know how it is. After you're done playing, you're good for reaching the top of shelves and spending more money on clothes.
There you go.
So you got to stretch that career out as long as you can so you can still be useful.
I know it's got a few more years to play.
Absolutely.
A nice pass. Kirchemon to Jefferson.
That's good. So we talked about it, though, earlier, Ted. Jefferson is really special working behind the backside of a zone. He showed it yesterday. He's showing off today in this space as well. And Faulkner going with the OG back down. As you take your little brother to the park and say, hey, come here. Let me show you how this is done.
Yeah, Kirchemon was there trying to help out a little.
And the Norse have enough shooting on the court where you just can't leave people, right? So it's in a tough spot, and Pipes did as best as he can, but.
Kirchemon tries one from the corner. Offensive rebound by Ansong. Here's Davis. Drop off to Manny. Manny challenging the 7-footer and gets tied up. Yeah, that's a little different defense for Manny.
You see Jefferson with the layup, heading the break, 27-26 Norse.
It's always out there. The horizon. A reminder that our greatest goals are rarely attained. And as soon as you reach one, another emerges. But every day we rise and work harder, dig deeper, ask one more question, take one more shot in relentless pursuit of our horizon.
understand health. But what does healthy feel like? Like the adrenaline rush that comes with going the extra mile? Or maybe 2? Or the realization that last month's tough choices have become this month's routine? Or the peace of mind that comes with knowing you're not just sitting on the sidelines, but taking charge? Healthy has its own kind of feeling. And when your mind, body, and spirit are working together, you get to know that feeling firsthand. Come to Prevea, and let's get after it.
27-26, Northern Kentucky with a 1-point lead. During that last stretch, CB, we were tied. We saw Northern Kentucky take a 5-point lead. Looked like they might start to pull away a little bit. Not happening.
Yep, and Green Bay, reel them back in, reel them in. And that was the game yesterday. I mean, that was both teams. Green Bay kind of led the entire game, but the Norse never let them get too far away from them. So didn't expect anything less than that today. Even though we've seen some weird things happen on the second day of back-to-backs in conference play. Even you see both teams digging into the bench a little bit earlier as well on the second day. So,
well, you go back and look at the box score from yesterday and how even all the stats were all the way through for those team stats. Similar today. I mean, Green Bay shooting 50% from the field. Northern Kentucky's 48% from the field. They each have two, Green Bay's got 2 made three-pointers in this game, and Northern Kentucky has 1.
At 13-12 on the rebounds in favor of Phoenix, but just only by 1.
Very even. We got a block on Langdon.
Even the fouls were even until that one. 3-4.
Three minutes to go in the first half. Special guest at halftime today. We'll be talking with Chancellor Michael Alexander.
Yeah, looking forward to that interview. He's a bright mind and a great leader. Got Green Bay still growing even in COVID.
Davis.
Davis got pushed in the back on that shot, too.
Warwick out on the break. Met by Stieber at the hoop, and Warwick wins that one.
Warwick with a tough finish in transition.
Warwick up to 8 points in the game. Jefferson, 3-ball, miss.
And Jefferson ran in to follow his shot. He needed to get back.
That time Stieber wins the battle, so back and forth those two go.
Stieber kind of pulled the chair, so Stieber is like one of the best pieces of his game is his basketball IQ. He knew Warwick was starting to back down looking for contact and just moved away from him, didn't let him fill him. And Warwick got off balance and ended up traveling.
I'll still have a few battles over the next 3, 4, 5 years. Both freshmen. Davis, the sophomore, soft touch.
Can't leave him open. Let him, they ball faked, everybody left the ball. Pound pull up. It's almost automatic for Davis.
Nelson on the pick and roll. Nelson playing with 2 fouls.
He's getting extra set on all of his screens right now.
Bam, drops it out to Faulkner. He'll take the shot and knock it down.
So Faulkner's in a groove. He's got 14 in this first half. Good old lucky lefty.
14 points and 15 minutes of play. Davis looking for a foul on that one.
Yeah, they're not calling that. They haven't called that in the last 2 days. Got to work through some contact here. A grown man basketball out here. It's not quite like you got 19 points in the game to 21. Remember that, Ted?
Yeah.
Your brothers almost kill you out there trying to get to 21. They letting them play through some contact here. It's not quite that, but it's close. I'm good with that.
We got a 30-second timeout on the floor as we get the Stieber-Warwick matchup again. Kirchman that time helping out.
A great dig in there by Kirchman.
So Jem had some injuries earlier in the season, hasn't seen a whole lot of time, but getting some extra opportunities in this game. You get those back-to-back days. You need some fresh legs in there. Plus, did a nice job against Hoopman, the 7-footer. That's a really good matchup for Jem.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And I think he provides another big body and a spark when you need him. So,
I think they like what Jem brings, in the future. He's out of Turkey, so has played European basketball, so still adjusting.
It's a little more physical game here.
Yeah.
A little more physical in a different way.
The Euro game.
Yeah, Euro game's a lot more fluid. It's about movement. This is more of a contact sport over here.
So Will Ryan meeting with his team.
They're just checking the time to make sure the time is right.
57.2 to play. Coach Ryan in his first season. We've seen some good things from this team. Now, the losses were stacking up early on. They played a really good non-conference schedule, got those games in.
And I'm laughing because, when they finally got off the board, you just knew they were going to be tough out either way. And so Faulkner almost got that one to drop. And now they've been playing really good basketball. And what you like to see from a good young coach is that team consistently get better throughout the years, other guys throughout the year, and the guys develop throughout the course of the year, and his players have gotten better.
Yeah, playing through the COVID era as a new coach with all these new players, definitely an extra challenge to that whole scenario.
Now, interesting piece here. So Jefferson shot the ball, didn't hit the rim.
Will Ryan will use his 30-second timeout.
There's 5 seconds on the shot clock now because it didn't reset. Kellogg came up with the rebound, but it was deflected straight out of bounds. You see the replay there. So, Coach Ryan using his 30-second, trying to, what we say, Ted, draw up some heat.
Northern Kentucky did send Hoopman back in, so you got the 7-1 body in the middle there to try to disrupt anything.
And you protect Nelson as well. You don't want him picking up any fouls here heading into halftime. So you can live with maybe giving up another 2 here, but you can't live with Nelson starting the second half with 3 fouls. This would be a big oversight by that staff, so good decision there.
Faulkner calling out the defense for the Norse. Here's Manny Ansong. Missed the shot. Kellogg gets the offensive rebound, and then it's stolen by Warwick with a big two-hand dunk.
Yeah. And Jefferson didn't even look at the rim, so Warwick just shot the passing lane knowing he was going next. Good decision.
Final seconds. Kellogg's got to get one up. And it is halftime. Northern Kentucky with a little burst there at the end of the half to open up the lead to a 6-point differential, the largest lead of the game so far.
Throw it down, young fella. Yeah, no, it's I'm looking forward to the second half, Ted. We got 2 teams playing for a lot today.
All right, halftime, 34-28. Northern Kentucky leads Green Bay. This is Horizon League basketball. Back at the Crest Center on the campus of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay, where the Phoenix trail Northern Kentucky 34-28. We are joined by a special guest today, Chancellor Michael Alexander of the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay. Thanks for joining us today. I know you're a big basketball fan, coming to the gym every once in a while to check out how things are going. This is also homecoming weekend, so a special weekend, not only homecoming, but also senior day for both the men and the women. This is just a special weekend all the way around.
It is, yeah. It's it's not quite the way we wanted the season to go as far as fans being here, but it's really important, I think, to be able to celebrate the work that our seniors have done and to celebrate what what's happening on our campus.
Absolutely.
And so it's really a time hopefully to keep looking towards the future and to be happy with what's going on.
Yeah, hopefully next year when we have senior day and homecoming, we'll have a stadium full of fans. That's for sure.
That'd be great.
I want to ask you a little bit about the growth of the university and the city right now. The whole area right now seems to be in a growth period, and the university has a big role in that in producing young men and women that can fill great jobs.
Yep, absolutely, and that's what we're all about. So, we're here to serve our community. We're a regional comprehensive university, and that means that we hope to make our community better. And so that's what we're doing, and all of our degree programs are tailored towards that, and we're looking to, everything we can do to help make our community succeed. That's the reason why we're here as a university.
Absolutely, and I know you've got great partnerships with different businesses across the area. Cordero is with Titletown Tech. I know you work a little bit with them, but yeah, I mean, it's really important to be integrated with a lot of these businesses in the area.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think, especially in the modern age, it's who you can partner with, right? Not who you compete with. And so, that's what we're all about, is forming these partnerships, being able to support everybody in the community and keep working to make the university grow and support with the economy that's happening in our region.
Yeah, and I know as chancellor, you're always looking for new ideas, fresh things going on, the initiatives, the committees you have going on. Not only to address the issues of today, but to address the issues of the future.
Yep, absolutely. And so that's, not only internally in the university, but with our council of trustees, we really are working to get them to think about how the university could thrive into the future, to think about what our region's going to need for the future, right? And be able to make sure the university is moving that way.
Yeah, so many great things going on throughout the entire UW system, and we talk about the growth in the community, but how about the growth on campus right now? I'm always so impressed when I drive by that new building, that new STEM building.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So, we've had 6 straight years of enrollment growth and, a great incoming class this year that came in, great retention of our students despite the pandemic. I'm really proud of how our students have handled this. We've had an amazing, the students have been incredible throughout this to be able to succeed, right? Even though all the hardships that are happening right now, they're just doing an amazing job, and they've been incredibly responsible with all the things we put in place to keep everybody safe with the pandemic.
Right. I mean, you talk about the pandemic, and you guys have really become a leader in the community. You guys now are one of the biggest vaccination sites right now. How is the testing going, and how, has that affected life on campus right now, having the vaccination clinic here?
It hasn't really affected it. Frankly, it's nice to see some activity on the campus, right? Just because there's people coming on for the vaccination. And it's just, again, it's an example of another great partnership we have with Prevea, right? So we are able to I think it's just really great to see that happen, and that we're serving our community through the partnership we have and having people come here to get vaccinated. And obviously, it's in everybody's best interest, right, to get that to happen as fast as possible.
Absolutely. And one day, hopefully very soon, we'll start seeing fans back in the stands here. Can you just talk a little bit about the athletic department and, not only the people that run the athletic department, the coaches, the athletes, the support staff, the medicals, so many people involved trying to keep the teams, the coaches, the staff safe, and knock on wood, you guys have a perfect basketball COVID testing record.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't be more proud of the work that Athletic Director Guthrie has done, all of our coaches, our student athletes. I mean, just unbelievable what they've been able to accomplish. And, you feel the spirit they play with on the court and on the field, and it's inspiring to watch. I finished the day yesterday, and I came home, and I turned on the TV. I caught the last part of the game and in the overtime, and I was joking with the coaches that that this was I was going to relax, and I couldn't relax until that game was over. Such an exciting end, and just you could see just the growth in our athletic department. It's really great to watch.
Yeah, it's been a fun year. It's been a different year, but it's good to see the men's and women's basketball teams this season certainly take some big strides forward.
Yeah.
Once again, we this weekend we've also talked a little bit about saving the date for June 8th for the potential steak fry coming up. Last year we couldn't do it because of COVID. This year we're hoping that it's going to be on June 8th. Still keeping an eye on everything, and COVID will play a lot to, we'll make a big determination as whether we can get together as a group again. What's the latest on the steak fry on June 8th?
Yeah, we're planning on June 8th, and obviously, we won't know exactly what form it will take until we're obviously going to work with public health and all of our people who are keeping us safe to make sure we're doing it responsibly. But we're excited. That's a great community event, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I know over the last 20 years, $1.8 million has been raised for the athletic department through that steak fry, and a terrific partnership with the Green Bay Packers.
Absolutely, yeah, and we're grateful to the Packers as well. Just supported the new Willie Davis Financial Trading Room, which is really going to be another great asset for the community on our campus, and it's just a really great time to be a Phoenix.
All right. Well, we certainly appreciate you taking some time with us. Chancellor of the University of Wisconsin Green Bay, Michael Alexander. Let's see if we can get the Phoenix a win here this afternoon.
All right, go Phoenix.
All right, thanks, Chancellor Mike. It is halftime here where the Phoenix trail Northern Kentucky at the moment. 34-28, second half action coming up in just a few moments. You're watching Horizon League Basketball on ESPN3. 34-28, Northern Kentucky leads Green Bay. It is halftime. And again, Senior Day is always a special day, CB. You remember your senior day before the game today. The three seniors, including student assistant Carl Semro, being introduced basically to an empty stadium, but to the teammates, to people here in the stands. You get to see this on Facebook Live as well. PJ Pipes and Josh Jefferson, the seniors getting together, and Will Ryan thanking them for a great season.
And there's something to be said about carrying on tradition, too. So I think it's always great to recognize the seniors for their efforts over the course of time and their impact on the program.
And there is a chance that PJ and Josh are back next year.
And there'll be open arms all across Green Bay.
In the strange year of COVID, eligibility doesn't count this year, so seniors have the option to come back next year. So we'll find out what happens in the future. But in the nearer future, in the now future, it's a 6-point lead for Northern Kentucky. Second half action coming up after this message. So ready for the start of the second half here at the Crest Center on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay. Ted Stefaniak, Cordero Barkley with you. And we saw overtime yesterday. Will we see overtime today?
Well, I'm all for it. I mean, it's snowing outside. Roads are kind of low-key unsafe. I'm good with being inside of a warm gym with some good hoops.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Senior day. Josh Jefferson, one of the seniors. PJ's got 3 points in the game so far. Josh has 11. Manny has 4 in this one. Northern Kentucky being led by Trayvon Faulkner. What a first half he had, 14 points. And the freshman Warwick has 10.
Nah, it's like he took the game from yesterday personally. Playing like they own him. He said something about his mama or something. He's been out here balling.
Second chance opportunity here for the Phoenix. Davis. Now Pipes creates a little separation there for Davis.
Oh, great tie-up by Josh Jefferson, able to get in there. Great rebound by Nelson to sky and get it. Sometimes, me personally, I'm not getting in there with Nelson. I'm scared I might not come back with some limbs. Man's tough. With a capital T.
Yeah, the big one yesterday.
Same. 16 rebounds, Ted. I'm just saying. That was a good month for me in my college days.
Yesterday was his 5th double-double of the season.
This is what I'm saying for the Phoenix. Yesterday, they beat the zone down quite a bit, and today they've been slowing it down a lot off of missed shots.
The Phoenix had 5 turnovers in that first half as Jefferson knocks down his second three-pointer of the game, up to 14 points for Josh.
That's good inside out. Terrence Thompson dropped it to Ansong, and Ansong didn't force it. He reverse pivoted back out and got the look. Speaking of inside out, selfish play by Faulkner. Lita couldn't put it in. So as we see, though, both teams are still much more fluid today than they were yesterday. Remember yesterday they spent the first 10 minutes trying to figure each other out.
Kind of feels that way right now.
I feel like it's more of just like, in general, just groove. Like it's day 2 trying to get loose, and Terrence Thompson.
Shooter's touch.
I mean, he must have paid the rim off pregame. I mean, he blasted that off the back iron, and it just sits down.
He just kind of knocked on his head there, running down the floor, saying, "I'll take that one." And Faulkner with the answer.
Faulkner saying, "Take that with you."
This one's a little more pure.
Yeah, and a little further out, and counts for a little bit more, but he's up to 17.
Thompson banging down low with Nelson. Thompson, yeah.
That's not able to get it in. Great move. Good patience.
Yeah, he shouldn't be disappointed with himself. Obviously, you want to make the basket there, but
good move.
Some tough basketball. That's
experience.
That's some old school.
Yeah.
When you bang like that down there against the big guys.
Well, and Ansung's drawn the Faulkner assignment. And, yeah, I'm about to say it's probably going to be a little bit tougher for Faulkner if Ansung gets the primary assignment.
Man, he's so quick and long.
And Coach Ryan's saying, you know, they had the same call down there where it was hit from a defender out of bounds, and it went the other way like on Davis here, and the Norse get the benefit of the call, so they'll take it. Extra possession time, and there it is. The OG back down.
Faulkner working against Jefferson.
I'm talking about that's. Remember when you sent your little brother to the store, so you son him, go to the store and get me a quart of water and come right back here. That's what you do when you take people to the block and bully ball them like that. That's tough.
Manny looking for the answer.
Bully ball.
Hey, how about this? Terrence Thompson.
Man, I'm just saying, get the knives out. Thompson carving out some space underneath. And that's got to be an offensive. When you take the initial 2 bumps, you go straight through him through the chest, no call.
I think we might have a flop warning here.
I don't know what else you can do.
Yeah.
Man. So they really saying,
yeah.
Hey, fellas, you got to play today. Ain't going to be none of that weak stuff. Oh, man.
Yeah, they just gave a flop warning to Josh Jefferson. Take another look.
Oh, okay. All right. Fell before. Yeah, you got 2 refs on it saying, you got to get up. Fell before. I like the call. In retrospect, again, I'm batting 1,000 on replays. Coach Ryan doesn't like any of the calls.
Yep. So they just made sure Coach Ryan was aware.
Oh, he's aware. It's a lot of awareness going on in that general vicinity over there. Nothing but awareness of the call or the lack thereof.
So Nelson at the free throw line.
Oh, and don't look
5-point lead.
Doesn't seem like 5-point lead in this game is like it's a massive lead, but then it doesn't really ever seem like that's enough. Like has that feel of both.
Northern Kentucky is led by as many as 6, and that's it. Green Bay last had a 2-point lead late in the first half. Davis from 15.
Oh, nice pull up. And he had a next pass to Jefferson, and Davis just decided, no, like I'm going to keep this one and see the ball go in a little bit.
I'd see Amari become a little more active on the offensive end. 12 points yesterday. And here's Nelson just working. Man. Those 2 guys are just going after each other. It's personal down there.
You got 2 of what we call the big boys in the Horizon League. Throwing some weight underneath.
Send Thompson up top now. Work against his zone. Thompson. Nowhere to go. Not a bad looking shot. Just didn't finish it.
Just didn't finish.
Langdon. Oh, got all the way to the hoop.
Oh.
Didn't pull the trigger in. Bam. Drops it off. To Nelson, and Nelson couldn't finish. Fighting for the rebound. It's Jefferson that comes away with the loose ball.
A couple of $5 moves with a nickel finish. That's tough. Had an opportunity there. Now you got an advantage situation both ways. All right, that's even now. And Langdon.
Bryson Langdon with his first 2 points of the game. Extending that lead now.
Underrated finisher for his size. Does a great job. Under control. Spends a lot of time working off of 2 feet.
Largest lead of the game. Pipes the runner along the baseline.
And
Bam, clears.
And Pipes is going to have to get something going here. This is what you don't want to see. Oh, Hoopman with authority. Man.
Will Ryan will take the timeout.
And Hoopman here, say it with your chest. 2 hands.
Phoenix trying to send their seniors out with a win on Senior Day. PJ Pipes, one of the great ones, 123 games with the Phoenix and 3 points in the game so far on this three-pointer. But PJ has just been a tremendous asset to the team over the last 4 years.
And the program, right? You talk about your impact on and off the court, but involved on campus, involved in the community. Has been a great leader of the young men as they come into the program, and will be an asset after basketball as well. So, but on the court, yeah, he's a problem.
Just talking with him yesterday, finishing up his degree in May.
He has a bright future in
Studying business, yeah.
He has a bright future. So, yeah, it's been
looking at a master's program.
Yep, that's the same route some of us has went, and so now Pipes is all the give him his flowers here now because he deserves it. And speaking of giving out flowers, so gave Hoopman credit for the dunks. Bam, who dropped the Bam, dropping the hammer on that dunk.
David Bam.
Now they're both on the court. Some extra length there.
Bam out of the Czech Republic. Jefferson missed the shot, and Hoopman and Kellogg got tied up for the rebound, and I think they're going to get Hoopman on the foul. So there is another timeout on the floor. So, a couple seconds of action, back to another break. Grab another water and some more popcorn, and we'll be right back. We Are All One Team provides a voice for the Horizon League in a dynamic and unified way, and is built on the notion that although schools and student athletes compete against each other, through a commitment to stewardship and respect, and by working together, the league can create meaningful and impactful change. To learn more, visit horizonleague.com/1HL.
Oh, man. Lethal execution after the timeout. Backdoor cut by Jefferson. Little wrinkle Coach Ryan threw in there of a play they run consistently. Just cleared the one side out and let them backdoor. Easy two. Much needed after the timeout.
Faulkner.
That's great defense by Stever, not giving an inch.
Slow to get the pass over to Davis.
Yeah,
that allowed the defense to rotate back over to him.
He was trying to shift the defense with the pass fake for the overload, and just not able to do it. And Kellogg, like today when he gets fouled, like it's legit. Hoopman making sure he doesn't make the and one.
Yeah, Hoopman picks up his second foul. And the officials, yep, there's a technical. So the official, they just had a meeting with some of the players from Northern Kentucky. And then immediately after that, there was something said to one of the officials, and a technical came right away.
Oh, boy.
So now Darren Horn will get the explanation.
Interesting.
Didn't see what led to the initial meeting.
No, we're too far away. I'd say sensitive, but it probably – this is a pretty – like this crew, I've been rough when I was playing here, right? And so we've seen them. They're typically pretty – like they want the players to make the decisions in the game. So I'm kind of – I can only imagine what was said, but it was enough to warrant a tee.
So meanwhile, Josh Jefferson at the free throw line. There's
that's one way to get whacked.
Quite a discussion going on over by the Northern Kentucky bench.
I mean, you're not getting the technical back, so a whole lot to discuss.
Well, you got to be careful not to get another one here.
It wasn't anything big or egregious. It must have just cut deep, whatever was said. Man.
Yeah, it was a decisive tee.
And you always can tell with the ref when they go full hand, Ted, when they bring the whole hand, all 5 fingers together. When you get the pointer finger to pointer finger tee, you get that little baby tee right there. That's the tee when it's like, hey, I'm gonna let you know.
Well,
I'm being a little.
My attention was drawn to the meeting.
Yes.
I mean, he had a meeting with all 5 guys, and as he finished, and he started walking away. Somebody said something.
Yeah, when you get the pointer finger tee, though, that's when you know you done take the ref off, and they take the time to line them 2 things up there.
It's not really a discussion. When the ref pulls you in to tell you something. So back to play we go. It's a 5-point game when everything is said and done.
And Phoenix only able to go 2 of 4. And good move. Bam. And dribble middle, spin base.
Bam with 4 points now. He had 3 points during 10 minutes of play yesterday. Davis calls for the ball. He's got it.
I need Davis to punch some gaps too here now.
Jefferson will go to the free throw line.
And he got Bam off the ground on the pull up here. And then he kind of jumps into him a little bit, but Bam got him across both the forearms. So
Jefferson back to the line. He's 3 of 4 from the line today.
And Coach Horns also, between him and Coach Ryan, I think they're the most displeased coaches in the Horizon League when it comes to the official calls. They want an explanation for everything.
Yeah.
And I always say, hey, you can argue that one, but if your guy was fouled or got someone off the ground and got that one, you'd want it too.
And Josh knocks down the second one. So a 5-point game still, 48-43.
And if you ask the coaches, they would say, no, it's just jockeying or politicking for calls later on in the game, right? You just got to work them a little bit. Got to work the officials. It's called good coaching.
Well, it was a tight, emotional game yesterday. Got the same thing here today. Robinson is fouled and will go to the free throw line.
That's a good move by Robinson, working off the dribble to his left hand. And gets to the heart of the defense, giving up that middle drive. And not a whole lot Stever could do but foul.
And all of a sudden, we're in a free throw shooting contest. Phoenix with 2 team fouls and the Norse with 4, so we're not into a bonus situation yet.
Yes, don't get me. I had to look and check. I'm like, it ain't for the reasons that we're used to, though.
No, but as we lead up to that, we're shooting free throws, which is not always the case. Both teams being very aggressive, taking the ball to the hoop.
Both teams are being ultra aggressive. The Norse, in my opinion, more so than the Phoenix, as the Phoenix have not attacked this zone in the second half like they did in the first half or in the second half yesterday. They're way more aware today of Josh Jefferson, though, in the second half and his ability to sneak behind the defense. Great pass by Pipes. Oh, man. I don't know how he didn't step out of bounds there. Strings the baseline. Jefferson put it right on his hands. And turns and looks it back to Kellogg. This is good basketball. But Jefferson's the only guard for the Phoenix that really gets into the gaps and makes 2 people guard him. You got to find a way to get in there a little bit more or work the high post. You got to give the Norse credit. Phoenix ate them alive in those 2 areas yesterday and doing a much better job today. Kind of keeping them out of those hot spots versus zone at high post, and then Jefferson running across the baseline. Got a couple looks early, but he hasn't had much in the second half.
Kellogg 1 of 2 from the free throw line on this trip. Phoenix 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Northern Kentucky is 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Bam tries the baseline, cut off by Kellogg. Oh, a spin by Bam. What a move.
That's a great catch and sweep to initiate that. Gets to his spot and gets patient again. Works his footwork, gets that baby hook off middle. It's good hoops.
Jake Evans guarding Josh Jefferson. Pipes to the baseline and knocks it down. Pretty stroke by PJ.
Needed too. I mean, for the Phoenix to have a chance in this one down the stretcher, he has to get going on senior day here.
Harris Taylor also in the game for the Phoenix. A couple minutes yesterday. Warwick working against Davis. Davis wins that battle.
Davis set on that. Warwick wants to spin in the post. He likes to spin back over his right shoulder to that left hand.
Taylor.
Nice. That's working at high post now, and that's great recognition by Kellogg to catch, turn, and look, and not just pitch it back out to the guards. And Perry's doing a good job getting to the other side of the rim, using the rim as a defender.
Hard to block a shot that way when you go to the other side like that.
Yes, and now the defense is going. Jefferson with the deflection, not able to come up with it, but now it's 10 seconds on the shot clock. And now the Norse haven't entered that inside the three-point line.
4 seconds. Bam. Pulls the trigger as the shot clock expires. Got it off in time.
Yeah, that's a great defensive possession. Didn't get off clean, though. It looked like he lost his handle on the way up on that shot. So now the Phoenix putting together a few consecutive stops and gotten some quality looks offensively here, working that high post.
Kellogg down the left rail, and that falls. It's a 2-point game.
Oh, I'm talking about soft touch.
It's a good take by Japana.
No one guarding, you catch and sweep. Make your decision and live with it. Oh.
Warwick.
Oh, man. Ooh. That's getting jiggy with it right there. A little jab action.
You're feeling good when you look at yourself on the jumbotron coming
back. Yeah. You try to catch it. They replay it. Let me see real quick. All right, I'm gonna get matched up. I didn't see it up there.
I'd want to see that one too. That's a good one. Jefferson tries the right rail, and some free throws coming up. Another trip to the free throw line for Josh Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson had a nice move up top too. Caught Robinson reaching.
Let's take a break. Catch our breath before the free throws. The Phoenix working their way back into this one with under 9 to go. Under 9 to go. It's a 4-point game in Green Bay. Two teams went to overtime yesterday. Another tight one today. Seen some big performances. Out of some stars today. Trayvon Faulkner, 19 points in this one. Warwick has 12. Green Bay being led by Josh Jefferson with his 19. He's going to the free throw line for the 4th time today. 5 of 6 in his first couple of times to the line. CB, we saw the senior yesterday come up with a career high 27.
He on pace right now.
Yeah.
Might eclipse that. And again, like I said, we always said there's no lead that's been safe in any of these games, right? So now you got a one-possession game here, 51-54. Phoenix closed the gap as Norris has stretched the lead out a little bit. And so now, again, last 9 minutes, 8:45, whatever you want to call it. Now, who can execute? Who's going to step up and make plays? Who wants this game more? I'm going to find out.
Warwick took that shot.
And this is where I like the Phoenix here. This is where I think they need to do more of this in transition before the defense is set.
How did Davis not go out of bounds on that? Got it.
That's big.
Kicks back to Jefferson. Yeah. My goodness.
Misses the layup with a little contact. Able to gather his own rebound somehow. Keeps his back in the jersey basically elevated above the baseline.
Let's cue that one up for the next dead ball. That was crazy. Here's Hoopman. This is going to be an easy 2.
So again, pick and roll with no rotation defensively. Hoopman gets an easy one on the Langdon Fine. And when you're 7-1, you barely got to jump to get up there and put that one down.
I think the coach is letting him know, too, hey, you can't just ease that one in. Amari Davis will go to the free throw line. So we go back to this play here. So Davis missed, ends up crashing to the ground, gets his own rebound, and somehow avoided the end line.
Oh, man.
Josh Jefferson gets it back, and he's up to 23 points in this one. Crazy, crazy game. Northern Kentucky with a 2-point lead. 7:41 to go. We'll be back after this timeout. Go back to that play where Amari got his own rebound while he was on the ground. So good, you got to see it again.
I mean, and he's too cool for school, too. I'm just saying, ice in his veins, just lay it on the ground, ball, pitch it back out to Pipes instead of burning the timeout, panicking. Pipes to Jefferson. Jefferson nails the three.
That was his 7th rebound on the ground.
We call that poise, Ted.
Having a nose for the ball?
A little bit. Sometimes it finds you.
Amari Davis, he was a freshman of the year last year in the Horizon League, 10-time freshman of the week. And now just a super sophomore. You know, we see another great freshman on the floor this year. And Marquess Warwick, 6-time freshman of the week in the Horizon League.
No, he is nice, like Minute Rice. He can get it going. Yeah, we've been spoiled. A lot of good hoops in the Horizon League. People sleep on the league. I'm just saying. A lot of good basketball in this league. You see a lot of guys playing overseas professionally, guys in the pros. Not to go back in my day, but Norris Cole, Tay Felder played for a little bit. Got none with the Heat.
Couple guys.
Ray McCallum. I mean, there's some league status. And I know I'm missing some guys. Sorry for those that I left out. It's top of mind right now. Got my man Kiefer Sykes playing in the top league in Australia right now. Greg Mays over there as well.
Tie game. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Faulkner will take the shot. It did not hit the rim, and somehow Adrian Nelson, great presence of mind to realize he didn't have much time, got it right back up.
And also to track the air ball, right? So air balls are the toughest shot for the defense to rebound. As an offensive player, if you can eye that up, you put yourself in a good position.
Kellogg in trouble. Gets it to PJ. Pipes down the lane, tries the left hand. And the rebound by Harding. Langdon. Jefferson saw it coming all the way, got the steal. Great job by Josh.
He knew Langdon wasn't going to shoot that somehow. He's able to sink and fill and come up with the steal. So one thing to watch out for, Ted. Now, Norris have 7 fouls. Phoenix only have 2 at this point in the game. And the Norris are protecting themselves a little bit in this zone.
Langdon saves it.
Langdon is almost over the scorer's table. On the save, great hustle by Langdon.
Not having the point production he had yesterday, but always finding a way to contribute.
And did a great job holding his pivot there.
It will be Phoenix ball, but that was great effort by Jake Evans.
I was hoping we can go back and watch the ref. The ref with he went all Hollywood on with the two-hand baseline point, two-hand.
And post.
Yes.
Hold it.
There it is.
Right
Bang.
there.
All right. Hold on. Bow, right? And then double hand point going the other way.
I like it.
Like little anchor man, Talladega Nights. Now you see me, now you don't.
You're reaching deep.
I'm just saying, there's a correlation there. You never know what people are watching in the hotel. Maybe that was on today.
Yeah. You know what you were doing this morning. Turnover here.
Oh, man, it's a 5-on-1 break. And, yeah, no one sprinted back for the Phoenix. Everybody sprinted for the Norse. They smell blood in the water right now.
Faulkner with a follow-up, 2. Back to a 4-point lead now.
And we always talk about Stever threw a pass thinking that Davis was going to stay in the high post. Davis was vacating the high post. And that led to the run out. Knockdown. Amari Davis.
Where else you going with that?
I mean,
12 points now for Amari.
That dude is lethal from the mid-range.
Under 5 to go.
He would completely break the analytics shot chart. The analytics guys.
Langdon in and out. Stever with the rebound. Only the third shot in the game for Langdon.
Oh, my
Dangerous
goodness.
pass. Harding broke it up, and Warwick.
Yeah, Warwick. So long and athletic. In this group here, I don't like. They don't have the energy. I don't see it. This lineup that's in right now offensively.
Jefferson is on the bench right now. He's your leading scorer with 23. PJ tries to drop it off for Thompson. Harding is just flying all over the court right now on defense and being a huge disruptor for the Phoenix. 4-point game. And Warwick with his 12 points helping the Norse to a lead, just under 4 to go.
And coming back, they be on me on Twitter now, so I got. So I forgot Gordon Hayward. We're talking about NBA guys from the Horizon League. Al McKinney, GB. I'm like,
how did you forget Al?
I'm throwing out my own guys under the bus. GB alum Alfonso McKinney in the league. Now, Ted, what we talk about under 4 though, in the game. They got the correction here. Warwick with the dunk. Under 4, you got to take care of the ball, get shot attempts up, hit free throws, and you got to execute. And at the end of the day, Ted, the players got to make plays, man. You got to step up. And right now, Norris with the 4-point advantage. And that would have been a big hit. And Jefferson with a big free throw, or big rebound. Not able to gather it, though.
It's a big possession here for Northern Kentucky.
Boy, oh boy, yeah, that's both ways. Bucket or a stop.
Leading by 4. Here's Warwick.
Oh.
Silky.
Tough. You got to pick your poison. You have to help the pick and roll because they clear out that side. They put that defender on the weak side where they have to make a choice. That time, Warwick makes them pay. A 7-point advantage. We saw this yesterday under 4. The Phoenix gets stagnant offensively.
17 points in the game now for Warwick, and that's Kellogg with a big hoop. Much needed.
Big bucket. That's a redshirt freshman there contributing at a high level.
Darren Horn will take a timeout for the Norse.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where, you know, he's trying to get his best available play here. And this is one, in my opinion, you can play for a 2 or a 3. You know, you're trying to get a bucket here, but I was like a jugular guy sometimes. 5-point lead at this advantage. I may draw up something to see if I can get a Warwick or Faulkner a 3-point look. Faulkner 3 or 4 from 3.
So 5-point lead. Now let's go back and take a look at some of these highlights from Warwick. As we said, 17 points in this game. That's,
that's right on his
that's
average.
A season average.
Yeah, he's
a little better. I mean, he does about 15 a game, but 16 yesterday. He's had some big games.
I was looking forward to seeing. I heard a lot about him coming into this game or into this weekend, and you know, he's as advertised. And to be honest with you, a little bit more. Good teammate. He also may lead the team in high fives and big into that as a freshman. You know, what type of teammate are you? Are you really worried about yourself? Like, no, he does it on both ends, offensively and defensively, and the glue. You got the glue in. That's a good recipe for a long, solid career.
Northern Kentucky will host Wright State next weekend in the regular season finale. Back-to-back games. The Phoenix on the road for the regular season wrap-up. 2 games against UIC on February 19th and 20th, and then it's off to the Horizon League tournament. May have a game here on the men's side. Who knows?
Potentially.
Winning this game would go a long way.
They got some work to do. A lot of basketball left, though. But, you know, as time goes, each possession becomes more and more vital offensively and defensively. No damage to the Phoenix other than, you know, baseline out of bounds here. They only have 2 team fouls. That'll be their 3rd. Let's say Faulkner got held across the arm on the drive. And maybe called it on pipes.
Yeah, they got it on PJ reaching into the cookie jar.
That's been a A little bit of a playthrough most of the game. Tighten it up a little bit. Oh.
And a travel.
That's a good call.
So 2:33 to go. It's a big stop for Green Bay.
The ref was on it, too. He was hitting the whistle like Mike Epson Friday after next, top flight security whistle. He's hitting it.
Chance to make it a one-possession game. Josh. Got it!
Josh Jefferson.
MJ. Oh, my Josh.
He likes the big moment, Ted.
26 points in the game now for Jefferson.
And here we go, Ted.
2-point game with about 2 to play. Faulkner tries to answer, is short. Manny.
Man, I'm telling you what, so they slow down and let this defense get set. I'd have loved to see them take advantage of that 4-on-5 and see if they can explore in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock. But either way, work for a good one here.
Josh gives it up to PJ. He'll try the 3. Got it!
PJ.
Phoenix have the lead.
Almost like he's a senior or something.
Senior to senior. Jefferson to Pipes. Pipes buries the 3, and Warwick shaken up after that play. Not sure what happened with Warwick. Take another look here. Do not see the contact to Warwick.
Yeah, I don't know if he got hit on the. It felt like he was one of the guys that was contesting the shot. So now we're going to go look at
Go to
it.
the monitor. We'll see if we get a wider shot of this and see what happened to Warwick. But before that, PJ Pipes with a huge three-pointer to give the Phoenix a 1-point lead with 90 seconds to play.
The captain. I'm talking about massive shot. It's not a big shot. Contested?
Two guys.
At the shot clock?
Pipes. PJ is a true 4-year senior here at Green Bay.
The hard way. None of the transfer stuff. Again, a guy that had to earn it, too. Didn't have a lot of offers coming out of high school. People questioned early on, was he athletic enough, good enough? And Mans went to work.
He proved it.
Chipped away, changed his body around, got stronger, then slimmed up, and he ends up in the record books. His name will live forever in the Phoenix program as one of those guys in that 1,000-point range. So,
senior out of Woodridge, Illinois.
If you
hitting
hit
a big shot.
If you hit shots like that, that'll keep the legacy growing a little bit longer, too.
Norris looking for an answer now. Warwick working against Davis. What a matchup here. Warwick on the runner, gets the kind bounce, kisses it off the glass, and it's good. 1-point lead now for Northern Kentucky.
And Warwick said, I'm trying to grow my legacy early on here, too, now. Big shot for the freshman, true freshman.
Pipes guarded by Bam. 12 on the shot clock. Davis looking for an opening. Finds Pipe, sliding to the corner. Shot on the way, that is short. And the rebound by Langdon.
Yeah, I don't think he needed to fade on it. I would have shot fake one dribble pull up. But either way, now there's enough for the spread. You don't need to foul if you're the Phoenix. Got a 12-second differential on the shot clock, game clock. You just got to come up with a stop. And if you're the Norse, if you can get a bucket here, stretch this out to a 3-point game or a 4-point game.
8 on the shot clock. Bam, backing down Pipes. Bam goes over Pipes to get the rebound and the putback.
Oh, that's tough. Stayed with it.
And now Northern Kentucky will take a timeout with a 3-point lead.
And I can respect the officials. That's not over. We want the displacement or the over in the back. Bam's just taller than PJ Pipes. Didn't punish him for being the bigger guy.
See if we can see that one again. Got Bam to miss the first shot. This is the rebound. Bam just stayed with it.
We have, if we had fans in the stands, you'd be hearing over the back. There's no such call in the rule book as over the back. You can go over someone's back, you just can't displace them. and put him at a disadvantage. So PJ being able to get his arm all the way up and through kind of indicate that it wasn't anything that, where the contact displaced him forward. So probably a good no call there. I hate to say it as a Phoenix alum. It pains me, but now, Ted.
You want a 3 here or a quick 2?
Best available. You got enough time, and you have 2 timeouts, right? So if you can get down the court quick, come up with a quick 2, you still have enough time to on the made, to either burn a timeout and get your press set or foul right away and try to extend the game. But if you can get a 3 from one of your shooters, you're taking it. You have anything to lose at this point if you're the Phoenix.
I was going to say, a little surprise, not full court pressure by Northern Kentucky. Now Warwick will come up a little bit here.
So, so now at this point, with you not being able to roll it up, you got to play for a 3.
Pipes.
Who does you no good? Oh, instead they get a turnover.
And a quick foul with 3.4 seconds to go. The Phoenix do not get a shot off.
That's tough. And in the other part of this, Ted, they only have 4 team fouls. So they're not in the bonus.
But you're going to have to foul.
You have to foul, yeah. I mean, but you can get one with the clock dead here, potentially, and not making an intentional foul. That's ideal, but that's tough.
And you got to get a steal. 3.4 seconds to go.
Or you can get the turnover. That's a dangerous pass. Still got some work to do here, Ted. You got 2 more fouls before they're actually in the bonus.
.4, and Coach Horn will gather his guys together. Wanted to make sure there was no talking over there.
Well, they were talking, and Coach Horn said, don't worry about him. Let's focus on us.
So 2.8. I'm not sure if they'll take a look at the time here.
Potentially.
Did Ansong foul before the player touched the ball?
Potentially.
There was 3.4 seconds. They're not going to look at the clock here.
They're saying I was live at 5. That was real action.
So the Phoenix need to get a steal here. They do have 2 timeouts to work with. Northern Kentucky so far led by Faulkner with 21 points. Quite the performance today. Warwick with 17.
So that's a good foul. Like, that's a great foul. You can get that foul without any time off the clock. That's huge.
You look for that again?
You can't make it intentional, though. You got to make it look just like that.
Alita will check back in.
But I can't tell you, that's going to save them 0.7, maybe 0.5.
Foul there.
Well, PJ, for whatever reason, tried to go for the ball and burnt the whole second on that initial foul instead of fouling right away. I'm telling you what, there's a big difference between 2.3 on a make, because right now you need him to miss the free throws on the bonus, right? So all of a sudden 1.6 gets tough on a missed shot.
And Will Ryan will take a timeout here.
Yeah, you'd have to rebound, turn, dribble, shot. 2.3, you get that. 1.6, you don't.
And it is a bonus.
It is a bonus. That's what I'm saying.
So you got to get the rebound, call the timeout.
That's probably what you're going to do.
If you make a free throw,
game over.
It's over.
Yeah, game over.
So big free throw coming up here.
Trip home's always a lot better when you get the dub on the backside of a road trip in a split.
Josh Jefferson, the leading scorer for the Phoenix again with 26 points. Davis with 12. Pipes, 8. Thompson, 4. Ansong, 4. Taylor had a couple. Kellogg, 8. And Stieber, 2. So Bryson Langdon to the free throw line. 2-point game today. Led the Norse yesterday with 22 points and a chance to ice it here. And that is going to do it.
That'll be all she wrote.
Now one more free throw coming up to make it official in 1.6 seconds to play. And gets it. So 71-66. They'll inbound it. And Jefferson will take the final shot, and that is going to do it. Northern Kentucky escapes with the split here in Green Bay. But I tell you what, CB, what a couple of terrific games we saw between these two on Friday and Saturday.
No, they definitely, both teams played well. We got a little trash talking after the game. I actually like it. Turn some of these league games with the new teams in the league to some rivalries. But yeah, you saw two battles, and you saw two teams that may potentially end up seeing each other in a tournament at some point. So I definitely would love to see round 3 of this matchup.
Without a doubt. We may see that in a couple of weeks. Both teams finish up the regular season next weekend, and then it's off to Horizon League tournament play. With the loss, the Phoenix dropped to 7-11 in conference play. Northern Kentucky improves to 10-6 in the Horizon League standings. That'll do it for us. We appreciate you watching this weekend, everyone. Hope you enjoyed Senior Day and Homecoming Weekend. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll hopefully see you in the Horizon League tournament. For Cordero Barkley, I'm Ted Stefanik saying so long from Green Bay, where the final score once again is Northern Kentucky 71, Green Bay 66. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.